Yes. Who guys can tell me what is the speciality of this electronic signal? මොකද්ද මේ electronic signal එකේ තියෙන විශේෂත්වය? Instead of ones and zeros, what is the speciality of this of an electronic signal? මොකක්ද electronic signal එකේ තියෙන විශේෂත්වය? අර එක බිඳුව කියන එක අරුණාම මොකක්ද තියෙන විශේෂත්වය? Yes, who can answer me? Harit Puta?
Electronic signals are continuously originate and lose.
Yes, because of that there's a speciality. Because of that there's a speciality. Because of that there's a speciality, Han Puta. Tell me that. Yes, Naomi also given the same answer. Naomi, because of that there's a speciality. Harit Puta?
Yes, sir.
What is the speciality of an electronic signal? මොකක්ද මේ electronic තරංගයක තියෙන විශේෂත්වය? මේ originate වෙනවා සහ lose වෙනවා කියන එක නිසා යම්කිසි විශේෂත්වයක් තියෙනවා මේකේ. මොකක්ද ඒ විශේෂත්වය? මොකක්ද විශේෂත්වය?
Going to virus.
Virus? Akash?
Going to the virus.
Virus?
Going through the wires.
නෑ කොහොම හරි electronic signal එකක් වේ. Anyhow electronic signal should go through any medium, no? By a wire or wireless method, no? Anyhow, that is the method, that is the medium which is using to travel this signal. Instead of that there's another speciality due to its special pattern. ආදුලංජන පුතා අදහසක් තියනවාද මම මේ අහපු ප්‍රශ්නේ ගැන? Yehan? Yes. Yehan?
Sir?
Yes, I thought that you are ready to give an answer.
Can I?
Yes, you can.
When type a word in keyboard, the originate and lose.
Yes, but due to this originating and losing, there's a very big speciality on this signal.
It is assign a value for this situation.
What? Assigning
when type a word in keyboard,
නෑ නෑ එතන
originate
නෙමෙයි.
and loosen signal goes differently.
Yes. Every time you are giving that answer because of that. Because of that, they answer specially. ඒ හේතුව නිසාම මේ සිග්නල් එකේ විශේෂත්වයක් තියෙනවා. හරිත් පුතා අදහසක් එන්නේ නැද්ද? මට මේ හරිත් පුතාගෙන් උත්තරයක් ගන්න ඕන. Don't you have any idea? Okay, I will tell. So due to these patterns, we can properly get realize. We can properly get realize the situation when the signal is originated and when the signal get loosened. We can get realize මේ අවස්ථාව අපිට හරියටම අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. We can get realize the situation when the signals get originated. Also we can get realize the situation when the signal got loosened. මේ අවස්ථා දෙක අපිට හරියටම අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. මේ එක බිඳුව පැටර්න් එකේ ගමන් කරන නිසා, එතකොට ඔරිජිනේට් වෙනවා ලූස් වෙන නිසා, ඔය දෙක ඔය ඔක්කොම නිසා මේකේ දකින්න තියෙන එකම දේ තමයි අපිට මේ සිග්නල් එක වැඩි වෙන වෙලාව දකින්න පුළුවන්, හරියටම අඩු වෙන වෙලාව දකින්න. We can look a difference between this two signals. We can see a difference between there's two situations of signal. Two situations of signal. මේ අපිට හරි වෙනසක් දකින්න පුළුවන් මේ සිග්නල් එකේ අවස්ථා දෙක සම්බන්ධ. වැඩි වෙච්ච අවස්ථාවේ මේකයි, අඩු වෙච්ච අවස්ථාවේ මේකයි. Understood that?
Yes, sir.
Jehan? Harit? Understood what did I say?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Harit පුතා?
No, sir.
අන්න හොඳයි. ඇත්තටම මම හරි කැමතියි. පුතා ඒක තේරුම් නැති එක තේරුම් නැහැ කියලා. එතකොට ඔයාට එදා කතා කරපු දේවල් ටික තේරුණාද?
Sir, what is
Yes, sir.
ඔව්. මොකක්ද එහන්? What did you ask? Hari, then I'll explain you Harit Puta again. You understood the last day description regarding the electronic signal. So these electronic signals are, when these electronic signals are going through the devices or mediums, it's going by a pattern. That pattern is once it raising, once it's lowering. The raising a signal means originating a signal. Originating a signal. At the time it originated, it has a value. At the time it's loosened, it has another value. But at the time it's originated, the pattern of the signal is going up. At the time the signal got loosened, the pattern of the signal is going down, like that. Once it going up, once it going down, once it going up, once it going down, like that. So by this method, we can clearly identify the situation when the signal comes up and the situation when the signal comes down. We can properly understand these two situations very clear. The time when signal has up and the time when signal has down. මේ ක්‍රමේදී අපිට හරියටම මේ සිග්නල් එක ඉහළ ගිය වෙලාව, ඉහළ ගිය අවස්ථාව සහ පහළ ගිය අවස්ථාව අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රස්ථාරයක් යනකොට. මොකද මේ ඩිජිටල් සිග්නල් එකක් යන්නේ මේ විදියට. පහළ ගිය අවස්ථාව සහ ඉහළ ගිය අවස්ථාව අපිට හරියට මේ අවස්ථා දෙක අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඇයි බැලුවහම පේනවා දැන් ඉස්සෙලා. දැන් පාත් වෙනවා. ආයි ඉස්සෙලා. ආයි පාත් වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ සිග්නල් එකේ එහෙනම් අපිට හරියටම ඉහළ යෑම සහ පහළ යෑම සිග්නල් එකේ වෙනස් වීම හරියටම අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. We can identify the change situation of the signal. Signal එකේ වෙනස් වෙච්ච අවස්ථාව අපිට හඳුන ගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් තේරුණාද? Understood this?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Fully clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. අනිත් අය?
Yes, sir.
Risindi? Naomi? Yes. Senuka?
Clear, sir.
Right. Okay. Then we know how these electronic signals are going inside the system unit, flowing inside the central processing unit. Also, by that method, we got realized how these electronic signals are going. So as per the method these electronic signals are going, the electronic components are assigning values to the signals. Those are similar to ones and zeros. Then because of that, because of these signal patterns, when this electronic signal is carrying some data, when the electronic signal is carrying some data, that data should be definitely connected to the binary pattern. The data should be definitely connected to the binary pattern. Otherwise, it's no point. Otherwise, that electronic signal doesn't have any idea about the components data transferring pattern. ඒ නිසා අපි මේ ඉලෙක්ට්‍රොනික සිග්නල් එකක data එකක් යවනවා නම් ඒ data එකත් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම binary වලට convert වෙන්න. Binary වලට convert වෙන්න ඕන. So when this data has converted to the binaries, it's very easy go through this signal, because signal also going by a pattern as binaries. So When the signal is going there, it changes due to the data type. මේ signal එක යනකොට cable එක ඇතුලේ මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? අපි data එකේ තියෙන method එකට signal pattern එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. When signal is carrying a data through a cable, when signal is carrying a data through a cable, what's happening is the signal's pattern is changing due to the signal pattern. A signal එක අනුව මේ data pattern එක අනුව signal එකේ pattern එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. මම එක කියලා දුන්නා. අපි අර when we are transferring 100, what happened here? When transferring now 100, what happened? First, this 100 should be translated to the binaries. Thereafter, can send by the electronic signal. This is the method. This binary is going through the electronic signal. On the electronic signal එක ඇතුලේ binary එක යන්නේ කොහොමද? එක වෙච්ච අවස්ථාවේදී මේ signal එක දිගටම originate වෙලා තියෙනවා. බිඳුව වෙච්ච අවස්ථාවේදී signal එක down වෙලා තියෙනවා. Right? ආපහු එක වෙච්ච අවස්ථාවේදී signal එක උඩට ගිහින් තියෙනවා. ආපහු බිඳුව වෙච්ච අවස්ථාවේදී signal එක යටට ගිහින් තියෙනවා. This is the method. The electronic signals are carrying data with them. Understood that?
Yep.
Harit?
Sir.
Harit පුතේ?
Yes, sir.
හරි. right. ඔන්න මං කීප සැරයක් මේක කියලා දුන්නේ. මං කැමති නෑ මේක අමතක කරනවා. ටිකයි මෙච්චර මං කියලා තියෙන්නේ. Okay. Then put today's date. Then put today's date and write down this. Put today's date and write down this. Put today's date and write down this. I'll send to the chat.
සර් කොච්චර විතර ලියන්න ඕනද?
අයියේ
ඉඩ තියන්න ඕනද?
ලියන්නද?
නෑ සර් අර මට පහුවෙච්ච ටික ලියන්න.
පහුවෙච්ච ටික ලියන්න. නවමි කොච්චර ඉඩ තියන්න ඕනද පහුවෙච්ච ටික ලියන්න?
2 page.
පුතේ?
පිටු දෙකයි සර්.
පිටු දෙකක් තියන්න ඕනද ලියන්න? We have to draw something also නේ. අපිට drawing එකකුත් තිබුණා. Yes. Therefore, keep 2 pages, right? Therefore, keep 2 pages. Right. Now put today's date and write down. As per the above study, as per the above study, I sent it to the chat. As per the above study, as per the above study, a computer also using the, as per the above study, a computer also using the machine language. As per the above study, a computer also using the machine language when it processing its tasks. When it processing its tasks. As per the above study, a computer also using the machine language when it's processing its tasks. means when the computer executing its tasks are, it means when the computer is executing its tasks, it means when the computer executing its tasks, comma, the particular tasks are happening by binaries. The particular tasks are happening by binaries. Particular tasks are happening by binaries. Therefore,
Saya ke
Yeah.
paragraph aja.
oh putih. Therefore, you have to start by a new paragraph. Therefore, when we are inputting data, when we are inputting data to the computer, the particular data should be convert to the binaries. Converted to the binaries. Converted to the binaries. It happens by the particular task is within brackets converting data to the binaries. The particular task is happening by happening by the by the by the happening by the entire device. The particular task is happening by the uh, entire device. Example, when we example when we enter some data from the keyboard, at the same time it's at the same time keyboard translates the when we enter some data from the keyboard, at the same time keyboard translates the entered data and example, when we enter some data from the keyboard, at the same time keyboard translated the entire data.
Saya ketikkan paragraph kita.
Yes, and send to the computer system or system unit. Right. Thereafter, next paragraph. Next paragraph the translated datas are going through the translated datas are going through the cable of the keyboard to the computer. The translated data are going through the cable of the keyboard to the computer. මෙතන ලියන්න example, when we enter some data from the keyboard, at the same time keyboard translates the entire data to the binaries, entire data to the binaries, entire data to the binaries. Example, you write down an example no? There. You write down an example there. Example, when we enter some data from the keyboard, at the same time, keyboard translates the entire data to binaries, and sent to the computer system,
Translate.
Huh?
Translate.
Example, when we enter some data from the keyboard, at the same time keyboard translates the entire data to binaries. Entire data to binaries and sent to the computer system. Sent to the computer system or system unit. Right, or system unit. The translated data are going through the cable of the keyboard to the computer. May translated data ටික යන්නේ cable එකකින් තමයි computer, right? Right. When these input datas, next paragraph write down. When these input binary datas has when this input binary data has received to the computer, when this input binary data has received to the computer, random access memory takes them for the first time. When input binary data has received to the computer, random access memory takes them for the first time. for the first time. Then it sends to the cache memory. Then it sends to the cache memory. Next paragraph, write down. Next paragraph, write down. Finally, processor starts to execute the particular task. Finally, processor starts to execute the particular task with the help of task by accessing the data which temporarily stored in the cache memory. මේ කතාව තමයි ලියන්නේ ආපහු. සමහරට මේක ආයෙසරයක් මේ විදිහට ලියනවා කතාව. හොඳයි. මේ කතාව කීප සැරයක් දැන් ලියනවා. starts to execute the particular task by accessing the data which temporarily stored in the cache memory. When processor next paragraph, write down. When processor is taking the recent data what it wants, when processor is taking the recent data what it wants to the particular task, when processor is taking the recent data from the cache, CACHE වෙන්න from the cache, what it wants to do the particular task, the entire data is receiving by binaries into the processor. When processor is taking the recent data from cache, what it wants to do the particular task,